In today's fast-paced world, where instant gratification is the norm, we're constantly bombarded by promises of rapid transformation, quick fixes, and overnight success. The weight loss industry, in particular, thrives on this desire for immediate results. Everywhere we look, there are advertisements, social media posts, and influencers touting the latest and greatest methods for shedding pounds quickly and effortlessly. These often come in the form of trendy diets with dramatic before and after photos, showcasing seemingly miraculous transformations in remarkably short periods. These images are carefully curated to appeal to our deepest insecurities and fuel our longing for a better, more desirable version of ourselves. And then there are the glowing testimonials, supposedly real people sharing their personal stories of triumph, claiming to have achieved their dream bodies and newfound confidence thanks to a particular diet or product. These testimonials add a layer of social proof, making the promises seem even more believable and attainable. The message is always the same. This is the answer you've been searching for. This is the key to unlocking your ideal self. Follow these strict rules, adhere to this restrictive plan, and you'll achieve your dream body in just a matter of weeks. The allure is undeniable, especially when faced with the perceived pressure to conform to societal beauty standards. This taps directly into our innate human desire for quick, simple solutions to complex problems. It's this inherent impatience and yearning for instant results that makes these diets so incredibly hard to resist, even when we know, deep down, that they might not be the most sustainable or healthy option. Trendy diets offer a sense of structure and control in a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming. They promise fast results, often tied to urgent goals like fitting into a wedding dress or looking your best for a beach vacation. But these quick fixes fundamentally ignore the incredible complexity of our bodies and their intricate biological processes. Our bodies are designed to maintain a delicate balance, a state of homeostasis, and they're not designed to respond favorably to drastic, sudden changes imposed by restrictive diets. The initial weight loss that many experience on these diets is often largely due to water loss and the depletion of muscle mass. This isn't sustainable fat loss, the kind that leads to long-term health and well-being. Soon, fatigue, intense food cravings, and feelings of deprivation inevitably set in. This makes the diet virtually impossible to maintain for any significant length of time. And as soon as you return to your normal eating habits, the weight returns, often with a little extra baggage. This traps people in a frustrating and demoralizing cycle of hope, restriction, and ultimately, disappointment. But it's important to remember that this isn't a failure of willpower or personal discipline. It's the predictable and almost inevitable result of following unsustainable and fundamentally flawed approaches to health and well-being. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with information about what to eat, what not to eat, and how to achieve optimal health. It's no wonder that nutrition advice can feel incredibly confusing. One day fats are the enemy, the next it's carbohydrates that are public enemy number one. Experts seem to contradict each other at every turn, leaving us wondering what to believe. In response to this chaos, trendy diets often emerge, promising to cut through the noise with simple, easy-to-follow rules. They offer a seemingly straightforward path to wellness. Eat this, not that. This black and white approach is undeniably appealing, offering a sense of control and clarity in a world of nutritional ambiguity, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed by the sheer volume of conflicting information constantly thrown your way. It's tempting to latch onto something that seems simple and definitive. Eliminating entire food groups, whether it's carbs, fats, or anything else, removes the stress of constant decision-making, simplifying your choices at mealtimes. This streamlined approach can make the diet feel surprisingly easy to follow, at least in the short term. Furthermore, these diets often foster a strong sense of community among their followers. Online groups and forums provide a platform for sharing experiences, offering support, and providing much-needed motivation to stick to the plan. But the allure of simplicity often comes at a cost, and it's important to consider the potential downsides. Rigid rules and restrictions often fail to account for the vast range of individual needs and physiological differences that exist between people. What works wonders for one person's body and metabolism may in fact be detrimental or even harmful to another. True health and well-being aren't about blindly following strict, inflexible rules imposed by external sources. Instead, It's about cultivating a deep understanding of your own body's unique needs, signals, and responses. A one-size-fits-all approach, by its very nature, is destined to fail most people in the long run. Real wellness is about embracing flexibility, variety, and balance, rather than adhering to rigid restrictions and limitations. The most sustainable and effective path to long-term health is learning to listen attentively to your body's internal cues. It's about making informed and independent food choices, rather than simply following the crowd or blindly adhering to the latest diet fad. Ultimately, sustainable health and well-being come from within, from a place of self-awareness and mindful connection to your body. It's about cultivating a healthy relationship with food that is guided by your own internal wisdom, not by external rules or fleeting trends. Restrictive diets often leave people feeling drained and exhausted. Food is fuel. Cutting calories too much means your body has less energy for everything, from thinking to moving. The result? Fatigue, poor concentration, and a lack of motivation for exercise or socializing. Low-carb diets can be especially tough, leading to headaches, brain fog, and irritability. Instead of feeling empowered, many end up too tired to enjoy life. The promise of vitality is replaced by constant exhaustion. A diet that robs you of energy isn't working for you. True health should enhance your life, not diminish it. If you're always tired, it's a sign your approach needs to change. What you eat directly affects your mood and mental clarity. Restrictive diets can disrupt brain chemistry, leading to irritability, anxiety, and mood swings. Low blood sugar triggers stress hormones, making you feel on edge and emotionally volatile. Cravings intensify as your body and mind rebel against deprivation. The more you forbid foods, the more you obsess over them. This cycle of restriction and binging damages your relationship with food and your mental health. The pursuit of happiness through dieting often leads to frustration and guilt. A healthy mind needs nourishment, not deprivation. When you drastically cut calories, severely restricting your food intake, your body interprets this as a signal that it's facing famine, a period of severe food scarcity. It doesn't know you're intentionally dieting. To cope with this perceived threat, it slows your metabolism, the rate at which you burn calories, to conserve energy and keep you alive. This is a primal survival mechanism kicking in. This survival mechanism, while designed to protect you, unfortunately works directly against your weight loss goals, making it harder to shed those extra pounds. As your metabolism slows, you burn fewer calories throughout the day, even during exercise. Your body becomes incredibly efficient at conserving energy. This makes further weight loss increasingly difficult, and it also makes weight regain much more likely once you start eating normally again. It's a frustrating and often discouraging situation. This metabolic slowdown can persist, even after you stop dieting and return to a more normal calorie intake. Your body remains in a state of conservation. This makes it easier to gain weight, even when you're not overeating, because your body requires fewer calories to maintain its current weight. Rapid weight loss, especially through extreme dieting, often means losing muscle mass along with fat. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. Losing muscle further reduces your metabolic rate, compounding the problem and making it even harder to lose weight in the future. The result is a frustrating cycle of yo-yo dieting, where you lose weight only to gain it back, often with added pounds. This constant fluctuation of losing and regaining weight can be detrimental to your overall health and well-being. Sustainable weight management should focus on preserving and even building muscle mass, which helps to boost your metabolism. It's also crucial to support your metabolism by eating a balanced diet and avoiding extreme calorie restriction. Extreme diets, while tempting with their promises of rapid results, often set you up for long-term struggles with your weight and your health. They rarely lead to lasting success and can actually damage your metabolism in the long run. Protect your metabolism by eating enough calories to fuel your body's needs and avoiding overly restrictive diets. Incorporate resistance training into your fitness routine to build and maintain muscle mass, which will help to boost your metabolism and burn more calories. Crash diets promise quick results and often rely on unrealistic and unsustainable methods. However, they often leave lasting damage to your metabolism and overall health, making it harder to maintain a healthy weight in the long run. Choose approaches that support your body's natural balance, prioritize your long-term health, and promote sustainable weight management. Fad diets often ignore essential vitamins and minerals by cutting out whole food groups. This can lead to deficiencies, fatigue, weakened immunity, brittle nails, and even serious long-term health issues. Low-carb or low-fat diets can deprive you of B vitamins, fiber, and healthy fats needed for brain and hormone health. Subtle symptoms may go unnoticed until real damage is done. True health comes from variety and abundance, not restriction. Build your diet on a wide range of whole foods to nourish every part of your body. Health is more than numbers on a scale or calories counted. It's about energy, mental clarity, and emotional resilience. Focus on the quality of your food. Add more whole, colorful, nutrient-rich options. Listen to your body's hunger and fullness cues instead of following rigid rules. Intuitive eating rebuilds trust between your mind and body. Wellness also means moving your body in ways you enjoy, managing stress, and getting enough sleep. Social connections and joy are part of true health. When you broaden your definition of wellness, the scale loses its power. Shift from chasing weight loss to cultivating a life that feels good. Real health is about living fully, not just looking a certain way. The real antidote to fad diets is a gentle, sustainable approach. Lasting change comes from small, consistent choices, not extremes. Focus on progress, not perfection. Crowd out less healthy foods by adding more vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Consistency matters more than intensity. Regular, manageable habits beat short bursts of effort. Celebrate small wins and treat yourself with compassion. Let go of harsh self-criticism and rigid rules. Your worth isn't tied to your weight or diet. Build habits you can maintain for life, not just for a season. Self-care, not self-punishment, is the foundation of real wellness. Be kind to yourself on this journey. Sustainable health is about joy, not deprivation. A food journal can help you break free from dieting cycles. Not for calorie counting, but for self-awareness. Record what you eat, how you feel, and the context of your meals. Notice patterns. Do certain foods energize you or leave you sluggish? This mindful practice reveals what truly nourishes you. Over time, your journal becomes a personal guide, empowering you to make choices that align with your unique needs. There's no one-size-fits-all plan. Only you can discover what works best for your body. Use your journal to tune out the noise of the diet industry and tune into your own inner wisdom. If you'd like a simple, printable wellness journal to support that journey, I've created one that gently guides you through tracking food, energy, and mood, without rules or restrictions. And if this video helped you feel more grounded or informed, I invite you to subscribe for more wellness tools you can actually use. You deserve to feel good, in your body and in your choices.